Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. The property possessed by a slope or surface that rises. A reservation that is improved. I got an upgrade to first class when coach class was full. Get better travel conditions. I upgraded to first class when coach class was overbooked. Give better travel conditions to. The airline upgraded me when I arrived late and coach class was full. Hardware that provides better performance than an earlier version did. Rate higher. Raise in value or esteem. Software that provides better performance than an earlier version did. The act of improving something, especially machinery, by raising it to a higher grade, as by adding or replacing components. The power plant received a new upgrade. To improve what was old or outdated. I've upgraded my computer so I can run better software. Move forward, also in the metaphorical sense. Being ahead of time or need. Gave advance warning. A change for the better, progress in development. A movement forward. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. Women tend not to advance in the major law firms. An amount paid before it is earned. A tentative suggestion designed to elicit the reactions of others. She rejected his advances. Situated ahead or going before. An advance party. Increase or raise. Increase in price or value. The news caused a general advance on the stock market. Obtain advantages, such as points, etc. Develop in a positive way. Move forward. We have to advance clocks and watches when we travel eastward. The act of moving forward, as toward a goal. Rise in rate or price. Contribute to the progress or growth of. Bring forward for consideration or acceptance. Advance an argument. Cause to move forward. Develop further. Pay in advance. Can you advance me some money? Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Raise in rank or condition. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. I got promoted after many years of hard work. Make publicity for, try to sell, a product. Contribute to the progress or growth of. Be changed for a superior chess or checker piece. Change a pawn for a better piece by advancing it to the 8th row, or change a checker piece for a more valuable piece by moving it to the row closest to your opponent. Call forth emotions, feelings, and responses. Raise a smile. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Raise the specter of unemployment. Cause to become alive again. Raise from the dead. The act of raising something. Firemen learn several different raises for getting ladders up. Cause to puff up with 11. invigorate or heighten. Cause to assemble or enlist in the military. Raise an army. The amount of salary is increased. He got a 3% raise. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. Put an end to. Raise a siege. Put forward for consideration or discussion. Raise the question of promotions. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Move upwards. Increase. Cultivate by growing, often involving improvements by means of agricultural techniques. We raise hogs here. Construct, build, or erect. Raise in rank or condition. Look after a child until it is an adult. Raise a family. Activate or stir up. Raise a mutiny. Bet more than the previous player. Bid, one's partner's suit, at a higher level. Bring, a surface or a design, into relief and cause to project. Raised edges. Cause to be heard or known, express or utter. Raise a shout. Collect funds for a specific purpose. The president raised several $million for his college. Create a disturbance, especially by making a great noise. Raise hell. Establish radio communications with. They managed to raise Hanoi last night. Increasing the size of a bet, as in poker. I'll see your raise and double it. Multiply, a number, by itself a specified number of times. 8 is 2 raised to the power 3. Pronounce, vowels, by bringing the tongue closer to the roof of the mouth. Raise your O. Raise the level or amount of something. Raise my salary. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. A movement upward. The act of changing location in an upward direction. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. Go upward with gradual or continuous progress. Did you ever climb up the hill behind your house? Go up or advance. Sales were climbing after prices were lowered. Increase in value or to a higher point. Prices climbed steeply. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. An event that involves rising to a higher point, as in altitude or temperature or intensity, etc. The act of climbing something. It was a difficult climb to the top. Improve one's social status. This young man knows how to climb the social ladder. Move with difficulty, by grasping. Slope upward. The path climbed all the way to the top of the hill. Get up and out of bed. An increase in cost. They asked for a 10% rise in rates. Return from the dead. Christ is risen. Theology, the origination of the Holy Spirit at Pentecost. A movement upward. They cheered the rise of the hot air balloon. Rise up. Increase in volume. Come up, of celestial bodies. The sun also rises. The amount a salary is increased. The act of changing location in an upward direction. Go up or advance. A wave that lifts the surface of the water or ground. Move to a better position in life or to a better job. Rise in rank or status. Come into existence. Take on form or shape. Increase in value or to a higher point. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. The car couldn't make it up the rise. Take part in a rebellion. Renounce a former allegiance. The property possessed by a slope or surface that rises. Increase in price or value. Become more extreme. Come to the surface. Move upward. Rise to one's feet. A growth in strength or number or importance. Exert oneself to meet a challenge. Rise to a challenge. The property possessed by a slope or surface that rises. Give an assignment to a person, to a post, or assign a task to a person. Appoint as a substitute. Transfer power to someone. Decide as to where something belongs in a scheme. The biologist assigned the mushroom to the proper class. Attribute or give. Make undue claims to having. Give an assignment to a person, to a post, or assign a task to a person. Select something or someone for a specific purpose. The teacher assigned him to lead his classmates in the exercise. Give out. We were assigned new uniforms. Attribute or credit to. Transfer one's right to. Give an assignment to a person, to a post, or assign a task to a person. Transfer power to someone. A person appointed or elected to represent others. Decree or designate beforehand. Indicate a place, direction, person, or thing, either spatially or figuratively. Give an assignment to a person, to a post, or assign a task to a person. Design or destine. Assign a name or title to. Appointed but not yet installed in office. An elevated geological formation. Be at an angle. Have a tendency or disposition to do or be something, be inclined. He inclined to corpulence. Make receptive or willing towards an action or attitude or belief. Their language inclines us to believe them. An inclined surface connecting two levels. Bend or turn one's ear towards a speaker in order to listen well. He inclined his ear to the wise old man. Feel favorably disposed or willing. She inclines to the view that people should be allowed to express their religious beliefs. Lower or bend the head or upper body, as in a nod or bow. She inclined her head to the student. An opinion that is held in opposition to another in an argument or dispute. There are two sides to every question. An elevated geological formation. The house was built on the side of a mountain. A surface forming part of the outside of an object. He examined all sides of the crystal. Sports. The spin given to a ball by striking it on one side or releasing it with a sharp twist. A lengthwise dressed half of an animal's carcass used for food. A family line of descent. He gets his brains from his father's side. A line segment forming part of the perimeter of a plane figure. The hypotenuse of a right triangle is always the longest side. An aspect of something, as contrasted with some other implied aspect. He was on the heavy side. An extended outer surface of an object. He turned the box over to examine the bottom side. A place within a region identified relative to a center or reference location. They always sat on the right side of the church. Either the left or right half of a body. He had a pain in his side. Located on a side. Side fences. One of two or more contesting groups. The Confederate side was prepared to attack. Take sides for or against. The property possessed by a line or surface that departs from the horizontal. An elevated geological formation. He climbed the steep slope. Be at an angle. The terrain sloped down. Assign a rank or rating to. Assign a grade or rank to, according to one's evaluation. Grade tests. The height of the ground on which something stands. The base of the tower was below grade. A number or letter indicating quality, especially of a student's performance. Grade a milk. A degree of oblaut. A body of students who are taught together. 1/100th of a right angle. A relative position or degree of value in a graded group. Lumber of the highest grade. A position on a scale of intensity or amount or quality. A moderate grade of intelligence. A variety of cattle produced by crossbreeding with a superior breed. Determine the grade of or assign a grade to. Level to the right gradient. The gradient of a slope or road or other surface. The road had a steep grade. An unstated doubt that prevents you from accepting something wholeheartedly. A statement that limits or restricts some claim. He recommended her without any reservations. A district that is reserved for particular purpose. The act of reserving, a place or passage, or engaging the services of, a person or group. Something reserved in advance, as a hotel accommodation or a seat on a plane, etc. The act of keeping back or setting aside for some future occasion. The written record or promise of an arrangement by which accommodations are secured in advance. Get better. To make better. Comparative and superlative of well, wiser or more advantageous and hence advisable. It would be better to speak to him. From a position of superiority or authority. I know better. Surpass in excellence. She bettered her own record. Get better. Someone who bets. To make better. A superior person having claim to precedence. The common man has been kept in his place by his betters. Comparative of good, changed for the better in health or fitness. Her health is better now. Comparative of good, superior to another, of the same class or set or kind, in excellence or quality or desirability or suitability, more highly skilled than another. You're a better man than I am, Gunja Din. More than half. Argued for the better part of an hour. Something superior in quality or condition or effect. A change for the better. The superior one of two alternatives. Chose the better of the two. Get better. The weather improved toward evening. To make better. The editor improved the manuscript with his changes. Get better. To make better. Set straight or right. To make better. Make amendments to. Amend the document. Computer science, the mechanical, magnetic, electronic, and electrical components making up a computer system. Instrumentalities, tools or implements, made of metal. Major items of military weaponry, as tanks or missile. Computer science, the mechanical, magnetic, electronic, and electrical components making up a computer system. Assign a rank or rating to. The restaurant is rated highly in the food guide. The relative speed of progress or change. He works at a great rate. Amount of a charge or payment relative to some basis. A 10-minute phone call at that rate would cost $5. Estimate the value of. How would you rate his chances to become president? A magnitude or frequency relative to a time unit. They traveled at a rate of 55 miles per hour. A quantity or amount or measure considered as a proportion of another quantity or amount or measure. The literacy rate. Be worthy of or have a certain rating. This bond rates highly. Usually plural, the status or rank or office of a Christian clergyman in an ecclesiastical hierarchy. Assign a rank or rating to. A commercial document used to request someone to supply something in return for payment and providing specifications and quantities. IBM received an order for 100 computers. A group of person living under a religious rule. The Order of Saint Benedict. Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. She ordered him to do the shopping. Appoint to a clerical posts. Issue commands or orders for. A degree in a continuum of size or quantity. It was on the order of a mile. A condition of regular or proper arrangement. He put his desk in order. A body of rules followed by an assembly. A legally binding command or decision entered on the court record, as if issued by a court or judge. A friend in New Mexico said that the order caused no trouble out there. Arrange thoughts, ideas, temporal events. The act of putting things in a sequential arrangement. There were mistakes in the ordering of items on the list. A formal association of people with similar interests. Men from the fraternal order will staff the soup kitchen today. Logical or comprehensible arrangement of separate elements. We shall consider these questions in the inverse order of their presentation. Bring into conformity with rules or principles or usage. Impose regulations. Architecture. one of original three styles of Greek architecture distinguished by the type of column and entablature used or a style developed from the original three by the Romans. A request for something to be made, supplied, or served. I gave the waiter my order. Biology, taxonomic group containing one or more families. Bring order to or into. Established customary state, especially of society. Order ruled in the streets. Make a request for something. Order a work stoppage. Often plural, a command given by a superior, e.g., a military or law enforcement officer, that must be obeyed. The British ships dropped anchor and waited for orders from London. Place in a certain order. Order the photos chronologically. A job in an organization. Assign a location to. A point located with respect to surface features of some region. This is a nice place for a picnic. Assign a rank or rating to. The particular portion of space occupied by something. He put the lamp back in its place. A particular situation. If you were in my place, what would you do? Assigned to a station. A space reserved for sitting, as in a theater or on a train or airplane. He sat in someone else's place. Recognize as being. Establish the identity of someone or something. Where you live at a particular time. Your place or mine. Identify the location or place of. Locate. Take a place in a competition, often followed by an ordinal. Put into a certain place or abstract location. A public square with room for pedestrians. Make an investment. Proper or designated social situation. He overstepped his place. A blank area. Any area set aside for a particular purpose. Who owns this place? Estimate. An item on a list or in a sequence. In the second place. Intend, something, to move towards a certain goal. The post or function properly or customarily occupied or served by another. Took his place. A general vicinity. He comes from a place near Chicago. An abstract mental location. He has a special place in my thoughts. Assigned to, a job or a home. Finish second or better in a horse or dog race. He bet $2 on number 6 to place. Place somebody in a particular situation or location. He was placed on probation. Proper or appropriate position or location. A woman's place is no longer in the kitchen. Sing a note with the correct pitch. The passage that is being read. He lost his place on the page. To arrange for. Place a phone call. Assign a rank or rating to. Range or extend over. Occupy a certain area. The limit of capability. The limits within which something can be effective. Range of motion. An area in which something acts or operates or has power or control. The range of a supersonic jet. A series of hills or mountains. The valley was between two ranges of hills. Feed as in a meadow or pasture. Move about aimlessly or without any destination, often in search of food or employment. Change or be different within limits. Estimates for the losses in the earthquake range as high as $2 billion. Mathematics. The set of values of the dependent variable for which a function is defined. A kitchen appliance used for cooking food. Lay out orderly or logically in a line or as if in a line. A large tract of grassy open land on which livestock can graze. They used to drive the cattle across the open range every spring. A place for shooting, firing or driving projectiles of various kinds. The Army maintains a missile range in the desert. A variety of different things or activities. He answered a range of questions. Have a range. Be capable of projecting over a certain distance, as of a gun. This gun ranges over 2 miles. Let eat. Range the animals in the prairie.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.